Hello, my dear Virgo. Welcome. This is your tarot card reading forecast for January 2023. Let's look at your love and relationship sector here for the month of January, your money and career, your wellness, and let's look at the overall vibe. You got the World card. I mean, this is the best card to get here, my dear friend. You're finishing up a cycle. You're finishing up a cycle of constantly being stressed out, constantly being anxious, and now you're finally figuring out how is it to keep yourself fulfilled and more harmonious on all different areas of life. And I feel like you're becoming more and more successful of coming back to that place of harmony whenever you lose your path. Let's see where you are in your love and relationship area here. We got a Page of Pentacles. Very nice energy. That's the energy of, this kind of accomplishing your desires, or kind of like following your desires and whatnot. And this is a new energy. This is a newfound energy within yourself. Some of you might be open all of a sudden to dating somebody new if you haven't dated in a while. Others of you might look at your partner like through brand new eyes, and you're gonna be like, okay, the person I'm with is not so bad. I like being in this relationship. I don't know. Interesting here. We got the Star here. And that's because you're becoming much more hopeful. You're becoming much more faithful in the universe. You believe that things will work out. I feel like many of you are starting to relinquish that need to control every piece of life in your life, and that's why that easier energy is coming through. That's why you're able to look at your partner through brand new eyes, because you don't have to control their every action. You can just look at them for the person that they are, instead of looking for all of these imperfections that they have in them and figuring out how is it that they're not matching your preconceived idea of what they should be. Does it make sense? So that approach is easing your overall self. It's giving you healing. It's bringing healing into your life, because you're no longer as controlling as you were before. I love it how this new cycle is coming in for you, my dear friend. We have already 2 cards indicative of a new cycle. I love it. In your money sector and your career sector, you got an 8 of Swords. Some of you could be stressed out about money. You might feel like you don't have enough. You might feel like you've overspent. You might feel like the work that you're doing is not emotionally satisfying, and that's a tough energy to get out of. However, the 8s are also indicative of finishing a cycle, of completing something, of concluding something. So if you feel very stressed out in your money situation, this is the time to put a dot, put a period in whatever is it that's driving you crazy, and try to figure out a plan of how to get out of the situation. Obviously, sometimes it's easier said than done. However, you have an energy available to you from the universe to really address all of these issues that are happening, instead of just accepting them as they are and then feeling like you've been a victim of your circumstances. Does it make sense? So if you have been spending a lot of money, look at where you can cut corners. Like, you look where you can save. Look at what you can do for the next couple of months to kind of regroup and regain the lost finances. Because I know some people spend a lot of money on, around November, December, January time frame, like on gifts, all the different holidays. Then people go on vacations. Then people want lavish celebrations of all of these holidays. It takes a lot of money. And when you get the bill in January, when you look at your credit card statement, you could say like, oh my God, what the heck, really? Was it even worth it? Now, in retrospect, it probably wasn't. Maybe it was, I don't know. But this is a good time to reevaluate what have you been doing and how you should be doing things differently. If you're not happy at your job, Look at specifically what aspects of your job you're so not happy about. See what you can change as an individual. Do you have control over anything? If your job pays well, but everyone who works there sucks, I mean, there's nothing you can do, right? The only thing that you could do is start concentrating on how this job pays you so well and how you can buy things because of this job. Without this job, you would not be able to afford to live the lifestyle that you live, even though all of the people there suck. You know, it's better to work with sucky coworkers and make more money sometimes than make less money and work with amazing coworkers, right? That's a whole other issue, which also could be your situation, where you don't want to leave your wonderful co-workers behind because you're too scared that the new place you're going to go into is going to pay, you know, even though it's going to pay you less, but everyone there is going to suck. It's a chance. It's definitely a chance, and it's definitely always a gamble. But what the universe is telling you with the Magician, you have the ability to change your circumstances. It doesn't mean that it's going to happen right away. The Magician energy is a slow moving energy. It's a slow development. It's putting your plan, creating a plan and starting to put your plan into practice. It doesn't mean that this is going to manifest itself in 3 months, in 6 months. It could even take a year for this to manifest. It could take a little while for you to get out of debt. It could take a little while for you to find a new job that's going to be a lot more, matching to who you are and whatnot. However, it's in your hands to figure out which way to go and start taking those steps to get out of your situation, to get out of this energy. For your well-being, you have a choice here. You got a Two of Wands. You can choose to prioritize your needs, or you can choose to continue putting everybody else's needs in front of you. I do feel like many of you are wrapping up this cycle of constantly putting the needs of others in front of you, and I feel like many of you, at least that's how I'm feeling this overall general Virgo energy, are starting to prioritize your own needs. Look at this. We got the Hermit that came up, and the Hermit is in Tarot represents Virgo. You are starting to put yourself first. You're starting to trust yourself, which is beautiful. When you are able to trust yourself, you're able to make the best decisions for yourself. But in order to trust yourself, you gotta prioritize your needs. You gotta let the universe know that you are important to you. Right? You're not just somebody to be neglected. You're not somebody that you neglect. You gotta prioritize yourself. And when you prioritize yourself, you will realize how much more is gonna come your way. Beautiful energy overall. I like it. I like how many major arcana cards we got here. We have 4. Telling me that the universe is on your side. The universe is watching you over as you're going through the cycle of change. Let's pull a card from the Wild Oracle deck. I do need glasses. I feel like I can't read the cards as well as I used to. Health. Okay. Allow me, divine, to be tender and accepting of my body, no matter what ailments I may have. May I always know it's doing the best that it can. Help me be a loving ally and friend to this sacred form. Concentrate on you. Concentrate on your health, my dear Virgo. And the universe will fill in the blanks. I hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And have a super wonderful month of January, my friend.